Am I the asshole for returning my daughter's birthday cake after I discovered that my wife made changes to it? I am 37, have a daughter, now 13, Olivia, from my former relationship. Currently, I'm married to my wife who has a daughter, 16, Brittany. So, Brittany is the opposite of Olivia. For example, Brittany is a social kid, Olivia is introvert. The list is long, but they're just the complete opposite. Olivia's 13th birthday was 2 days ago. She loves chocolate and I decided this is the flavor I was going to go with when I contacted the bakery. However, my wife objected since Brittany absolutely hates chocolate and suggested we go with vanilla. I said no way because for one, Olivia hates vanilla and it's also her birthday, so she gets to have her cake with her favorites flavor. My wife got upset and took it as in I had no regard for Brittany and that we should just choose another natural flavor instead. I shut that down and said no more discussing this because I'd already decided to go with what Olivia wanted. At the day of the birthday, I was supposed to go get the cake, but I was surprised to see my wife coming home after picking up the cake from the bakery. I looked at it and discovered that it wasn't a chocolate cake but a vanilla cake with small pieces of chocolate on top. I got pissed thinking they got my order wrong and was about to contact them. But my wife said there was no mistake and that she called the bakery the day before and made slight changes to the cake to please both girls. I was stunned. I lost it on her and asked why the hell she did that. She got defensive saying that birthdays are no excuse to show favoritism and that her daughter is watching and observing how I'm treating both girls. I told her off since I was the one paying, then called the bakery and explained what happened. I had the cake returned and replaced with a chocolate cake. Although this one is smaller, but it was fine. My wife declined to take part in the celebration and later we got into a huge argument where she called me controlling and selfish for returning the cake instead of using this opportunity to teach Olivia to compromise so everyone's happy. Now I'm teaching her to be selfish. I said that my daughter gets to act selfish on her birthday and that she, my wife, was teaching her daughter to be entitled. Word for word, and it led to a bigger argument. We're not talking as of now. Am I the asshole for returning the cake and not taking my wife's input into consideration? Not the asshole. It's Olivia's birthday, not Brittany's birthday. The cake should be the flavor of what the birthday kid wants. This is a special day for Olivia. Therefore there doesn't really need to be fairness between your daughters. I don't like chocolate, but when it's my sister's birthday, we get chocolate because it's what she likes. I suck it up because it's her special day. Your wife is an asshole for going behind your back. The cake was basically vanilla to make Brittany happy, with tiny bits of chocolate for the birthday girl. Why can't Brittany learn to compromise? She's older. And she should know that she can't get what she wants on a day that's not her birthday. Not the asshole. Your wife is projecting onto you, because she is the one showing favoritism. You signed up for this, op. You signed your daughter up for this. Welcome to the wind-up. Am I the asshole for driving my sister to her gender reveal appointment despite her husband's disapproval? My M33 parents are deceased. I have a younger sister F25 who's married and is expecting. I'm also married but don't have kids due to health issues on both sides. I'd visit and check on my sister from time to time. I'm not on great terms with her husband M31 but we're civil to each other. She started calling asking for my help more often since she got pregnant. I have no issue with this, but brother-in-law thinks I'm being too involved in my sister and the baby's life. Last week, I got a call from my sister asking if I could take her to the doctor office. It was a gender reveal appointment. I asked why her husband didn't take her and she explained he was supposed to drive her but he had to attend his mom's birthday and asked her to reschedule, but she refused. I took her to the appointment. But brother-in-law called and was furious, saying I shouldn't have gotten involved because now I'd caused him a precious moment in finding out if he was going to have a girl or a boy. Basically saying that I took this experience away from him and called me weird for being too involved in my sister's marriage and sticking my nose in it to the point where I was making the doctor think I was her husband. I told him the reason the doctor thought I was her husband was because of his absence and lack of commitment as a father. He blew up at me and I hung up on him. My wife said she gets that I want to help my sister out but said that I might have gone too far and should have respected Bill's boundaries. He was supposed to drive her but he had to attend his mom's birthday and asked her to reschedule but she refused. How did these two events, both scheduled months in advance, end up overlapping? Info. Why was there a conflict between your sister's appointment and her MIL's birthday? Was the distance so far apart that there was no possible way to do both things on the same day? Ultrasounds are done during the daytime business hours and older people's birthdays are generally celebrated in the evenings after work or on weekends. Edit to fix autocorrect's wrong choice there. Not the asshole. You are only helping when asked. If the brother-in-law was so pissed off about taking away the experience of finding out the sex of the baby, maybe he should have gone to the appointment in the first place. Am I the asshole for not giving my stepsister my college fund, although I won't need it? TDLR. Stepsister FC ked my BF, now she wants my college fund. English isn't my first language, I'm on mobile. I, 18 female, have a stepsister, Lily F19. We both finished high school, different school system here, this summer. We both want to attend university next year and are currently doing other stuff and still living at home. Lily is my stepdad's, M58, daughter. They moved in with mom, F52, and me 2 years ago. My ex-boyfriend, Daniel, M19, of 3 years, and I planned on applying to the same, pretty prestigious and expensive, uni, A, and want to study the same subject. So we still would have been able to be close to each other and continue our relationship. Daniel, Lily and I all attended the same school, and at our prom night I caught them making out in the back. I was, of course, devastated. Daniel tried to apologize to me and to work things out. But I don't think he can make up for this betrayal, and I ended things. Since then him and Lily are together. I sometimes cheat them FC King at our place. None of my business anymore. We luckily don't share a room. Daniel however still plans to apply to uni A, while I don't, because of him being there. I found another great uni, that will accept me, I know, because it only depends on the GPA, and isn't as expensive. Therefore I will only need a small part of my college fund. My mom set this fund up with my dad, and because they both earn pretty good money, it has enough money for multiple years at whatever uni I'd like. Meanwhile Lily has almost no money saved up for college, cause her parents didn't set up a fund in time. Now the issue. Lily now wants to attend uni A to keep the relationship with Daniel, but doesn't have enough money, without taking a large loan. Therefore she asked me for almost my whole fund, since I won't need it anymore. I don't want to, because I have other purposes for me money. But she and stepdad are calling me a selfish brat, that isn't capable of sharing. My mom says, it's my money and I get to decide what to do with it. Daniel recently also started texting me and pressuring me into giving Lily my money, so they can stay together. Am I the asshole for not giving Lily the money, even though I didn't necessarily need it, but she does? Edit. Typo. Tell Lily you already gave her something you don't need anymore, Daniel. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. It is your money that your parents saved for you. Lily is not your concern. If she is so set on uni A and being with your ex, then she can take a loan. It's obvious that Lily doesn't care about you. If she did, she wouldn't go for your boyfriend. How dares Daniel contact you and tell you what to do with your money? Why would you give up your financial cushion for a person who backstabbed you? Go to your uni, keep the money, and have a great life. Not the asshole. You can't predict the future. You might need or want to pursue education beyond your undergraduate degree or realize you want to change majors. You might still legitimately need those funds for your own education at some point. It would therefore be irresponsible to give them away now. Am I the asshole for telling my pregnant wife to stop acting like a child? I, 35 male, and my wife, 33 female, are currently expecting our first child in December. I live in chronic pain due to a slew of health issues. I also work a job where I'm on my feet constantly. I can't get a new job right now due to personal reasons. I plan to as soon as possible. My wife quit her job right after we found out we were expecting. We always planned this. The problem is, she's gotten really lazy. I understand pregnancy is hard, but it's gotten to the point she won't even make food or clean the house sometimes. She's been whining and complaining constantly since the moment she took the test. She sounds like a child. I hungry, I sore, my head hurts, I'm sick, I can't shit, etc. I understood these things are normal during pregnancy, so as much as it annoyed me, I bit my tongue. The second I'd get home every night, she'd want me to do something for her. She expected me to cook and clean as soon as I got home every night. The straw that broke the camel's back happened a couple days ago. I had just gotten home from a 10-hour shift, and was having a flare-up. I just wanted to have a bath and relax because I was in so much pain. I told her I've had a terrible day and to just DoorDash something. I rarely let her do this because those fees are fucking ridiculous, so I thought it'd be a treat. But she said that she can only eat home-cooked meals and that everything else makes her sick. This is where I might be the asshole. I yelled at her and told her I've had the worst day and she needs to stop complaining and be an adult for once. She started crying. I immediately apologized over and over again, but she left anyway. A couple hours later my mill called me and called me a misogynistic cunt and a slew of other names. I hung up because I don't need that. Now the beans are spilled and all the women in our family are mad at me and my wife still won't fucking speak to me. So am I the asshole? I lived with chronic pain and I've been pregnant. So I can compare. And it sounds like neither one of you want to actually be supportive, it's more of a competition of who has it worse. So you've got chronic health issues and she's pregnant. You need to come together and solve the problem as a team. The way you both agreed to do when you exchanged rings and said, "I do," to the responsible adult thing, and employ open, honest, direct and respectful communication to figure out a way to get things done in a way that suits everyone's needs. Not the asshole, and I'm going to try and say this as gently as possible, but it doesn't really sound like you two should be having a kid. Not the asshole. I don't understand why anyone would quit their job when finding out they are pregnant. Unless she is on doctor's ordered bed rest, this is a bad plan. She should be saving her paycheck for everything the baby will need.